My Mustang currently has 104,000 miles on the car, and I felt it would be a great time to go ahead and change both the AC belt and the Serpentine belt. Once you have the hood open, you will notice that the Serpentine belt lies right here, and you'll know that this is a Serpentine belt because the tensioner is right above the oil filter. As for the back side of the Serpentine belt, you will notice there's also another belt that lies right there, and you'll know it's your AC belt because it's connected right to the AC compressor. It's also a really good idea to go ahead and change your AC belt while you're already changing your Serpentine belt, and the reason for that is because you need to remove the Serpentine belt in order for you to get to the AC belt. So if you're already having one belt off, you might as well just remove the other to make it easier on yourself so you have two fresh brand new belts on the car. What makes this AC belt much different than the Serpentine belt is that the Serpentine belt uses a tensioner pulley, and that makes it much easier to where when you use the tensioner pulley, and because once you crank it over, you're able to slide the belt on exactly the way you want it with no hassle whatsoever. The only thing you got to pay attention to is the configuration and how the belt loops around each pulley. Now, as for the AC belt, on the other hand, that's going to be much more difficult.
And auto manufacturers made it very, very simplistic for all of us out here
that want to go ahead and throw the AC belt on, because with the AC belt, you need to put it on one pulley, stretch it over to the other, and to make it much easier on yourself, once you crank it over manually with a tool, not with a key, with a tool, and crank it over each time until the belt slips just enough to where it stretches over and laps over each pulley. That's what the stretch system does compared to the tensioner system. The best and easiest way to get that AC belt on is by going down here, and you'll notice inside the pulley there's this little rim, and inside that rim there are some holes. You want to slide a zip tie on the top hole, go on the top of here, and you'll notice that there is a little gap in between the pulley and the block. You want to slide the zip tie over the top, over the belt, and around the pulley. You may want to do 1, 2, or maybe even 3 zip ties to make sure this belt is not going anywhere. But you'll notice that the zip ties are still going to be a little loose when you put them on. They don't get tight until they reach about this section right here, and as you go down further and further and further, it'll just get tighter and tighter and tighter. But I found the best way to do it is by sliding over the AC compressor first, because you can't put zip ties on the AC pulley, but you can put zip ties over on the bigger pulley. Now would be a good time when you have all the belts off the car just to shake everything, spin them around, just to see if you have any sort of wobbling or any weird noises, so you can go ahead and get these problems solved before you go ahead and put on your new belt. I ended up adding way more zip ties than I needed to. Usually you only need like maybe 1 or 2, but I added multiple, and the only reason for that is because I've gone through so many different zip ties already that is driving me absolutely crazy. So I'm doing this as a little bit of an insurance policy and hope that this will be enough to be able to get the belt exactly over the pulley. After 100 what the fucks and 300 zip ties and why the hell is this not doing that and blah, 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 finally got this thing on. That was not easy. It seemed like every time you would get it over the pulley, it'd want to slip off again. And when you finally feel like you got it, you don't. Make sure you go ahead and buy brand new zip ties, because I was using old ones and you could see the hell that I was going through. If anything, this was pissing me off more than putting the belt on. Hopefully the Serpentine belt will reward us. We can finally be able to throw this thing on with no issues at all. Here comes the scary part, because this is where you hope that nothing goes wrong. 3, 2, 1. I don't hear any squeaking. Everything seems to be moving right. It does look like that might be wobbling a little bit right there. Maybe it's just the edge of the belt, but nothing seems to be out of the unordinary other than that. I'm just happy that AC belt is moving properly, because that's what I was most nervous about. But overall, I think it's good. I'm low-key glad that the AC belt went on, because after looking at it just a little bit more, it really didn't look that bad, and I cut it off, so this could have very well stayed on the car, but I do feel better that it is changed, because if you look closely, you don't see any cracks on the belt. Like, it actually looks like it was in really good shape until I cut it. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm just happy that there is a brand new belt on the car, just a little bit more peace of mind, but this probably could have lasted a lot longer if I wanted to, but definitely the Serpentine belt needed to be changed. I understand that this can get really expensive depending on where you take your car. If it's the dealership, the mechanic shop, or even if it's just yo boy. With the steps that I showed you guys in this video, you should have absolutely no problem putting it on yourself. If you don't feel comfortable, definitely send it to somebody, but I'm here to show you guys in this video that you guys could just do this in your own driveway with very simple basic tools. Even something as simple as zip ties. If you have any comments or recommendations for anybody else who is planning on doing this to their car, leave it down in the comment section down below, and I guarantee people are gonna be more appreciative than you think. Thank you guys all so much for watching today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one.